Hey everybody, this is David Mark with the Tarot Kohanim on this historical day. 12 days, 12 days of miracles, 12 days to victory. And yeah, it's true, the war continues and it's ongoing, but no one can deny that has been a huge earthquake and upheavals in the regional order that has resulted in Israel, the state of Israel, being the overwhelming regional leader, regional superpower. And I want to turn over to Daniel Loria, Executive Director of Tarot Kohanim, to give a few words and just discuss the amazing events we've witnessed over the last 12 days. Daniel?
It really is truly unbelievable. Baruch atah Adonai hatov v'hameitiv.
Amen.
Not even a question.
Yeah.
It's a great day. I said last time when we got together about 1967. Well, this was 12 days. So from my point of view, this is twice as good as whatever the miracles were in the Six-Day War. This is after 12 days. I mean, listen, there's no question the achievements, the goals that were set out and have been achieved is something phenomenal. And remember, this is already after a very, very calculated, systematic project to weed away all of these proxies that were going to theoretically protect the head, the superpower, the number one, the greatness of Iran that was untouchable. Slowly but surely peeled away was all the defenses, Hamas, Hezbollah, Lebanon, Syria, and then a clear road open to Iran. I mean, some of the things are obvious, the achievements, the nuclear plants, the nuclear productions, the ballistic production. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get every single ballistic missile, but they've been hit. Some say 60%, 70%. But the launches have been hit. Many of the missiles have been hit. The production plants have been hit. The minds behind it, the scientists, the generals. And remember, all of this is 2,000 kilometers away. It's not like Gaza on our back doorstep. And beyond all of this, one of the greatest things is we're on a pedestal now. I mean, the state of Israel, the army of Israel, is basically today on the same level of America. Look at the way the world and Europe is looking at what Israel has achieved. Iran itself can lie, and they're already putting out things in propaganda, how they were victorious and they managed to make the planes of Israel turn around. And listen, everyone, even in Iran, even know that it's not just fake, but it's absolute BS, excuse the language. I mean, it is so far from the truth. What Israel has managed to do, I was actually hoping for 100 planes to fly in formation of the Israeli flag over Tehran, not drop a single bomb, but just to show that we're actually there. And now we don't have to go after Hamas and Hezbollah. We've now shown that we can go straight to the head of the octopus or the snake. It's changed everything. And nobody, not the scientist, not the general, not Ayatollah, nobody is safe anywhere in the whole of Iran. It's just, the mind boggles how much we've managed to achieve in this 12 days. And the pride that is brought, I mean, you walk around the Yerushalayim, now the people are back out onto the streets, and there's a sprightly feeling. There's a wow, look at us. The shoulders are out, the chests are out. It really is something very, very special. I think you mentioned a superpower. We are a superpower of the Middle East.
No question
I
about
mean, it really is. I'm not going to say we're on the same level of America, but the things that were achieved by Israel, both from a Mossad intelligence point of view and being able to carry out what we managed to carry out, I think is unsurpassed. I mean, Netanyahu puts Churchill and all these great leaders into his pocket. And this is not with a single loss of a single soldier.
That's
Yes,
right.
there are doing 20 killed because of the most disgraceful, unethical total, just firing at will at civilian sites, which is also illegal itself. But I'm waiting for the United Nations to have a go about, Iran, what they've done in relation to these, indiscriminate firing of ballistic missiles that are traveling at 6,000 kilometers an hour, and some of them did get through. But not a single soldier has been killed because of the war in Iran. I mean, which war in the world? David, help me. Is there any war in the world where someone has fought for 1, 2 days, 12 days? Not one soldier. It was like Syria. The whole of Syria, not one Israeli soldier fell. The whole of Iran has been decimated. They've been turned into a shmata. They've been turned into actually a Persian carpet, basically. It's just not normal what they've been turned into. Not a single loss, not one single Israeli soldier, pilot, or otherwise. If someone doesn't see God's hand in all of this, no matter how great we are as the IDF, we are, I don't know what else has to be done. It really is Hatov Hametiv L'chaim, special days.
Sure. Sure. And the question is, what are we going to do with it now, right? We basically have hegemony over the entire Middle East. There's no question about that. I mean, taking Turkey out of it for a second, right? Turkey's the most Turkey has the northern part of north half of Syria, but everything else, we refueled over Syria, refueled over Iraq. We were in and out of Iran. We controlled Iranian skies within 24 hours of the entire operation. We never ceased to control their skies. At any moment, we can do anything to any country we want here.
Well, we have to do it.
That's right.
Right. We have to utilize it if we get to a situation, God forbid. And I don't think our government, definitely not Netanyahu, is in the mindset of now, maybe we'll accept a missile here or there. There's zero tolerance. I mean, a few months ago, or over a year ago, whenever it was, we were arguing, do we let Hezbollah put a tent in some type of Shaba farms in Lebanon? Now there's not even a question. There's even a thought. You think of reestablishing ballistic missile plants, you'll be annihilated. It's like we're doing in Lebanon now. There's no such thing as tick for tack, we'll accept this and accept that. No accepting zero. We have you by the jugular. I think our approach, the concept of what we had, this Oslo apologetic concept and accepting the Arabs, and yes, they want peace, that's all gone.
No question.
The Palestinians, so-called Palestinians, they've been pushed so far into the background, they're there in the sands of Sinai already. It's so far back. I mean, it still has to be dealt with. We've still got, hostages. We've got the transfer of, by choice of all these Arabs that need to be replaced and given a proper life in 22 Arab countries. All of this needs to take place. Hostages as soon as possible. And I think we have to demand now that Hamas does not have a patron, everything now depends on the agreement made with Iran. It's not just enough to have a ceasefire. Ceasefire is stopping to fire. But what's the agreement? What has to take place now? What do we do with Hamas? They have to realize also that they have to just release all the hostages. Otherwise, they too will see the fury of the Israeli army like they've never seen before. Hopefully that will happen because it's a priority now, number one. Now with no Iran, no Syria, no Hezbollah, and just a few teetering Hamas Michiganders in tunnels holding hostages, that's a number one priority. I still go back to this whole thing. It really is rather unique and miraculous what has taken place the last 12.
I mean, we came of age in this country. If you think about it, Iran was on our doorstep all over the place. I mean, we spoke about this last time, but it really is an incredible sort of knockdown, instantaneous knockdown almost, where we really have, like, in a very short amount of time, the entire region has changed. It is so wild to even comprehend how much the region has changed in 12 days, really in 12 days. I mean, like you were saying in the beginning, last time we spoke about 67, and neither of us were here, obviously, but this must have been the feeling. It's kind of like, really? We're still here? And what? It is an incredible sort of kind of almost dreamlike state. But it does beg the question, what's next? What's next? Are we going to annex Judea and Samaria? Are we going to finish building in Jerusalem? I mean, these are things that we have to turn our attention to and say, okay, there's nobody stopping us from doing this other than ourselves.
Yeah, and now, I mean, they just recently found. I saw yesterday there was a report of finding more documents within Sinwar's cavern or tunnels, whatever, all talking about they have to save Al Quds, and they're calling on Iran and Hezbollah to join Hamas because we have to save Al Quds. The Jews are taking it away. They didn't mention our territory specifically by name, but when they talk about the Jews are taking over Al Quds, they're talking about Jewish life in the heart of Jerusalem, and Hamas about trying to rally Iran and Hezbollah to join them in this battle. Ultimately, the whole thing fell apart. But everything centers around Jerusalem. Now, this is the time, that we have to also send a message to our neighbors in our neighborhoods, not just wait for amazing court results that, that say that they're illegal squatters and they'll be taken out. No, beyond that. Whatever needs to be done to hold on to Jerusalem, this is the time to say we have the opportunity now. We are giving the Jewish world the opportunity to redeem and look after Jerusalem, to strengthen Jewish life there, and to send the real message to the Arab world. Guys, not only are we strong, but Jerusalem belongs to us, and don't even think of trying to take Al-Quds or Yerushalayim because it's not yours. It belongs to the sole indigenous people. That's the Jewish people. And it's time now for the Jewish world to wake up. And that's what, we have the Air Force doing their job. We have the army doing their job. The Jewish world has to hold on to Yerushalayim and send other messages. We've just sent an amazing message to the world. And now there are other messages that need to be said. There is no Palestinian state. There is no Palestinian people. The Jewish people are the sole indigenous people of this land. Yerushalayim United belongs to Jewish people, and we have to stand tall and scream that from every rooftop and get every person to renovate. People should be knocking at my door and sending me emails, and not me trying to find people to renovate places or to add Jewish life to the heart of Yerushalayim. They should be calling me and saying, listen, we'd like to do something and rebuild the Beit Knesset in Jerusalem. Why should I be running after the whole of the Jewish world to help build the Beit Knesset, the Lamb Yemenite Heritage Center in the middle of Shiloh? People should be knocking at our doors wanting to do that.
That's right. The time for redemption is now. This is redemption, right? This is the redemption. Yeah. If you want to be part of that, you have to join on. And if one's blind and can't see the miraculous events of the last 12 days and how that interconnects to the Al-Aqsa War, which they're fighting to take over Yerushalayim, how many videos did Iran put up to they're going to conquer Yerushalayim? Right? Tons. And we have an opportunity in order they're fighting. They know what they're fighting for. They're fighting for a spiritual war to take over our land, and we have to fight back. And the only way to fight back is to ensure that there's Jewish life throughout all of Jerusalem. That's it. That's the best way to do it.
Amen. Amen. This son of Abraham, not the son of the maidservant, not the son of anyone else. The true son of Abraham has come back home. The true son of Abraham has just cleaned the skies all the way to the Amalek of this time. We're not going to make the same mistake that Shaul did when it came to Amalek. We have taken off the head of the octopus. We've gone after the octopus, the tentacles, the snakes, and we're not making the same mistake. We know how to deal with Amalek. It happened 2,500 years ago when we were given permission to wipe out the enemy, and we're doing the same thing today. And now it's up to the Jewish people to unite, to be truly united over Yerushalayim. There's no more time for battles and for arguments. It's time now for unity, and for those who haven't woken up to wake up. Enough of the anti-Bibi stuff, enough of the anti-reform. Now, it's a Jewish state for Jewish people with Yerushalayim at the heart of that, and we need all of Am Yisrael together fighting the battle together with us.
It's true. All right. I think that with that, I think we should wrap it up. B'ezrat Hashem, should be a week full of more miracles. Right? Am Yisrael Chai, Daniel.
Am Yisrael Chai v'kayam. הטוב והמיטיב, להתראות מירושלים.
Take care.